live there. You know those people don't live there. Let's just be totally honest. Is the office that stupid? Are they full of brainless people who work for them? Because let's be honest, anyone has to have a brain to see that all those people do not live at their apartments. They know their tenants. They know the names of the tenants who live there. So the fact that people are saying, "Oh, I live here," and they know that's not true, why are they believing the comments?
Later on that night, I went home and sobered up a little bit and took a shower and
Anyways,
out of my hair and all.
So then when the office called us, they said, when the office called us, we went back to it. She said, "Was your dad starting fires?" I said, "No, he had just got arrested." She was like, "Well, it was some other time the lady showed up." She said that she was horrified to find out through Facebook that we was raided. At that point, I wasn't going to argue with her and tell her, "No, we told you. My brother came to the office and told you." I was trying to be respectful and not argue back and forth because I wanted to at least try to keep our place, keep the apartment, and hope maybe that they would still accept the rent. The lady said, "Did you get a 10-day notice?" She never gave us another 10-day notice. And she's like, "Did you get a 10-day notice?" And the way she looked was like, "You better say you did." And I wasn't not gonna lie. Like, I said, "No, we didn't get a 10-day notice." And I was not going to argue with her. Okay, I'm professional. They never gave us a notice saying that we had to leave our apartment because of the raid, which had nothing to do with us. The raid situation had nothing to do with us. We literally went and told you at the office, and you want to act like we never told you. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure if the cameras are on, there was literal camera footage from when my brother showed up to tell you that we was raided. So are you gonna lie, or do we have to pull up the cameras? Because the cameras ain't gonna lie. Like, you wanna lie? Then I'm pretty sure the cameras can you'll be forced to show the cameras. And what are you gonna do? Delete the footage? Because I'm pretty sure they deleted footage from that day. I'm pretty sure they've been deleting footage. Right? Mind you, people have had you can't have gummies. No gummies. People that live there have left bad reviews saying just how bad it is there. That there's a roach infestation, they do nothing about it. The bug man comes and it doesn't go away. They're still there. And there's a lot of bad reviews of people who actually live there. And so, anyways, what happened was, is that when she said that, when she said, it's putting my tenants at risk, I told her that the videos of him starting fires were old, which they were really old. She wasn't buying that, and she said that they can't have him because it's a risk of their tenants, which isn't the neighbor putting the tenants at risk? Because there's proof of that. Anyways, so then I had mentioned the neighbor saying, "While the neighbor is filming our apartment, isn't that putting us at risk?" I said, "Because he's filming our apartment without our knowledge." And I said, "I have people online who's harassing." Howdy. Okay, there's another incident which I'm going to explain. I'm not mentioning names, but I'm going to say. Anyways, so she's like, "How did the neighbor get videos pertaining to the videos of my dad starting fires?" Literally telling us that the neighbor told on us. The neighbor's the one who provided those videos from people from the internet. And I was like, so you're literally telling us the neighbor did it? You're not supposed to tell anyone who reports who. That's crazy. Thank you for the gift points. So someone, I'm not mentioning, from online, using their smart noggin, decided to call the office and proceed to let them know that the comments being left under their reviews are from people who are trolls of mine, who have been harassing me. They were nice enough, I'm not going to say who, to call the office and let them know that. when they proceeded to call the lady in the office proceeded to tell them, I think you're full of shit. Excuse my language. I think you're full of shit.
Talk as much about, what she wants to do.
Huh?
She's talking more along
Excuse me? So now you're gonna tell someone they're full of shit because they're trying to tell you that the comments being left under your reviews are from trolls. They're literally notifying you to let you know that. That is crazy.
her time with them.
That's crazy.
Me, I'd like to
And so,
living person. Just the thoughts of
like, they literally had it out for us. Like, the office had it out for us, the neighbors had it out for us, the people online had it out for us because of what my dad was posting online, because he was sick and they wanted to make fun of his mental illness and they wanted to take it out on me, even though I had nothing to do with the Twitter. I had nothing to do with the TikTok. I told people specifically, do not get him to 1,000 followers on TikTok. That is something we do not need. We do not need those live streams. But they're the ones who kept edging him on to post on Twitter, even though they claimed they didn't like the stuff he was posting. They was still viewing the stuff. They was still interacting with it. They was still pushing him to post what he posted, saying that they didn't like what he was posting, but yet they were there interacting with that stuff. I didn't interact with it for a reason, because I am not going to boost that type of whatever it was. I know that he wasn't well, right? So why would you mess with someone who is not well? That to me is crazy. And you kept pushing him to do stuff. You kept edging him on. Some of the people in the that followed me, not y'all, but because I have to preface that, because some people always think that I blame everyone. But some of y'all were literally howdy, just like pushing him to post and do this stuff, and it was really annoying because you know that he was not all there, his medication was not working. Why would you continuously mess with him? You're the ones who got him to 1,000 followers after I specifically said not to. Nobody ever listens to me, and they think that it's funny because all of my personal information got out there, because when I was live and stuff slipped while I was live, and they made me, which there was a whole video that someone didn't like and got taken down, because anytime there's a video coming to my defense, people don't like it. But there was a video where someone who was a therapist or a psychologist, I can't remember, a therapist I believe it was, who knows about this stuff, said that I was literally the internet's punching bag because of my personal information. They used that as a way to bully me, harass me. They treat me 10 times worse than what they would treat a white supremacist, which is crazy. And it was true, because they literally were saying that I'm a part of those communities that I was talking about. When people say, oh, she's racist towards Mexicans, I'm Hispanic. I don't know if I'm Mexican. I told people that I was going to take an ancestry test. Ancestry test, we know 23andMe is really expensive, but they were like, she's a part of these communities that people are literally saying that she's being racist towards, but they're treating her as worse as they're treating her worse than they would treat a white supremacist who says the very same things, which was totally true, because I get treated 10 times worse even though I've addressed everything. Like, I've literally sat down and addressed everything through multiple live streams, and I'm tired of having to keep addressing it all the time. It gets annoying. It gets to a certain point where people are going to bring up, every time I mention this, they bring up something else. Well, didn't you do this? Didn't you do this? They're going to do it right now. Just so you know, they're going to be like, well, didn't you say this word? Didn't you do that? Aren't you colorist? Come on. They do it all the time to deflect from a certain topic that I talk on. They move the goalpost is what it's called. They're moving the goalpost, so I would have to address everything, because they're going to think that I'm acting like I didn't do nothing wrong when I know everything that I've done. I'm just not going to mention everything because this is a long story that I don't want to continue. But anyways, so they do it all the time, but yet they won't tell you the racial slurs that they say on Station Head. They won't tell you how they called an LGBTQ person the F slur and chased him off my mom's live when him and my mom were live and talking, and he had no one to talk to, and they ran him off the live stream calling him the F slur, and I spoke up, and that very same person told me thank you for speaking up because of what he was called, and said he appreciated that I came to his defense, which is crazy why people won't tell you why they're anti-black, because they have been calling me slurs in my comment section. They tell me I'm not black. I don't know who my dad really is. They want to do black erasure. They say horrible things about mixed people, which is crazy, right? There is someone with a username on Discord that is called half-breed, and we know what half-breed is. It's a derogatory term towards mixed people because, you know, they refer to me as animals. They call me a gorilla. There was a white man that when I went live on a live stream where he was defending a pedophile, barked at me like a dog, literally was what do you call, misogynistic towards me because I was a woman, and literally was like telling me that I rah rah rah, you know, like rah rah is what they always say towards black women who raise their voice because they don't like the fact that I was true in calling them a pedophile defender, right? Because I called them a pedophile defender, and they were like rah 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 rah, barking at me like a dog, which is essentially calling me a bitch, and I'm mixed, I'm black, so why would you call me that? That's crazy. You called me outside of my name because you couldn't, they couldn't intellectually battle me. They couldn't have a conversation, well, not battle, but they couldn't have a constructive conversation without barking at me like a dog because they were defending someone who was racist because this person claimed they were people saying that black people smell. They now are being accused of, which it's not being accusatory because people heard it in the background, they're not taking care of their pets. Their pets are being abused. When my dog is vicious, or my dog growls or barks when someone's at the door, or anything happens, even the slightest things, they want to say, oh, you're abusing your pets, but they won't go after people who are really actually abusing their pets, which is crazy. When we were taking care of a cat, and the cat was like meowing because the cat was in heat. Oh, the cat's not being fed, because people probably never had a cat and don't know how to take care of a cat. And I've had to explain multiple times that that's not why the cat was meowing like that. It was not because the cat was starving. It was because the cat was in heat. Then they said, well, if you want the cat to stop doing that, you need to fix the cat, even though it was not my pet to go get fixed. It was the person who owned the cat to make that decision whether or not they wanted their cat fixed. It's not my, and I kept telling people it was not my pet. We just have the pets here because we are taking care of the pets. That is crazy why people are taking it out on me instead of the person whose pet it was. That's just like crazy, and they knew that. They love to blame me for everyone else, but they don't love to mention to y'all that they're doing the very same things that they're accusing me of, and they won't tell you that. Like how someone called me the B slur and told me to go back to Mexico, and that was not one person, there was two people twice, but yet they want to sit here and tell and literally fight for Mexicans and literally try to say I'm racist towards Mexicans when I've literally explained that video saying it was cropped and that the person who posted that was a racist. Which, why would you take any truth from someone who is racist? So this person was racist and got caught using AAV, which is talking and acting black. And they won't tell you how Station Head, which is like a podcast type place where you can play music. People go there to have a playlist to play music. I'm probably going to log into my Station Head and have a radio station going. So I'm going to have like a playlist of music that I'm going to have playing because, you know, I need to start like utilizing my Station Head. But anyways, they go on there because it's not like TikTok. You can say whatever you want on Station Head. You could say the most disgusting stuff on Station Head and you won't get banned because Station Head allows people to say whatever they want and get away with it. So, sorry, the 10% battery came on.
So I'm going to make sure that heat is really cranked up. And I want to deglaze the
Not the Pioneer Woman.
dry white wine.
The Pioneer Woman is on that, chef. Anyways, it said 10%. The 10% battery came up. I need to go get my charger. Anyways, they won't tell you the stuff that they said in Station Head. Someone told me to You know, like what happened to black people back in the slavery days that involved a rope and a tree? I can't say because I'm trying to censor it for TikTok. They told me to blank myself correctly in DMs because I was black. They also recently, I got an email from someone telling me to unalive my dog and calling me the N-word with the hard ER because they can. They call me white all in my comment section. They told me that they are manifesting that I get raped by my father. Trigger warning. Yes, they did tell me that in my DMs. They say the absolute disgusting things. Someone on station had said that they're hoping or they're praying that I get raped by some random stranger, which is really crazy to me, why they're allowed to do and say this stuff. I got screenshots of this stuff that people have sent me from Station Head saying, look at what these people are saying, right? And then when I tell them these people say this stuff, which they see it in Station Head, they want to say, oh, well, we need to see the proof, even though they're in the Station Head. My mom's Station Head, when my mom goes live, and they say this on hers. They literally call my family inbred, which is really crazy to me that I'm not inbred because my dad is black and my mom is Hispanic, and none of my family are relatives dating relatives, which is crazy. They're trying to make that statement because they're trying to say I'm white, because that's the joke that everyone goes to when it comes to white people, that white people are inbred and they come from the country somewhere. Okay, so then they said on Station Head that they manifest I get raped by some random person. A while back, someone said that they was going to jump kick or beat up my mother in the street, even though she has osteoporosis, and jump side curb stomp me for whatever reason, because I had exposed they were saying racist comments in this group chat that a white person, the person who exposed me, existed in. This person had in the comment section, they told me to go pick my cotton, right? They told me to go eat and drink. They told me to eat my watermelon, drink Kool-Aid, go eat fried chicken, eat watermelon, and drink my Kool-Aid, which is it's a stereotype towards black people, even though I'm mixed. They were like saying this stuff and say, oh, we're black, so we can say it. But black people have been disrespecting other black people, especially me. How do they expect for racism, for prejudice, for all of this stuff to exist if they're doing the same things to me? If they're doing the same things to me that they're wanting to end. How are you going to sit here? They pretend to be half activists, right? They pretend that they support the LGBTQ when they're referring to people as the F slur left and right to be hateful. Even though these people say like, oh, I'm a part of the community, they're not using it in a positive term. They're using it to be hateful. This one person who has a large following of 100,000 called me the R word, not once but 3 times, and then people proceeded to say that I'm ableist, even though I have a disability, a learning disability. And my mom was hard of hearing, which means she was also disabled. They tried to say she was ableist and tried to tell her that she's not allowed to use the word that she used, even though she's disabled. But I said, and I had stated this when I had said it once because I was angry. I said I'm disabled, but then I realized that there was people who had disabled kids who were being hurt by the word. So I said I'm not gonna say it. I've removed it from my vocabulary. And like these people literally just like call me the R slur daily in my DMs. They call me stupid. They say because I had said one time on my live stream that when I was in high school, I graduated high school with a 7th grade reading level. I was in special ed. I have a learning disability because they tried to tell me I was lying. They said that you're lying, they love to victim shame. They also victim shamed me when I said I was essayed on the bus, and they said that's not true because they tried to take 2 instances that I had talked about that that happened to me on the bus. One was a totally different situation than the other one, and they tried to say that I'm lying, and then they victim shame me. They proceed to victim shame people in the live streams. No, it is not a lie. So when I had first mentioned, I had been talking about my essay ever since Musical.ly, but TikTok exists. New people are going to join and make TikToks and make new accounts, so they probably haven't been following me since Musical.ly. If you have, that the day that it happened to me, I was live talking about it with my friend, but people don't exist since Musically. Like, they haven't been following me since then. And so there was one live stream on TikTok where this person who had exposed me, the person who caused all of these problems, was on a fan account, and I had mentioned about being SA'd. Someone laughed, and I said, SA is not funny. People started putting LMFAO, people started laughing. One person, which was that person, said, I was SA'd by my uncle, proceeded to say what happened. I said, you were not SA'd. And victim shame me, which is crazy. People have been victim shaming me all up and down these comments, and they literally are negative every live stream. Like, you can see the negative comments right now. Let me tell you something. If you ever need some reassurance to get a large following and to become a creator or an influencer, please don't, because this is what you go through. Don't. You get doxxed. Mind you, if you don't want your address out there, you have to be very careful. So it is very hard to keep your personal information private. I was doxxed. I was swatted by police, not once, but 6 times. They falsely called the police on me, including the neighbor who falsely called the police on us as well. I'm not going to forget that either. They blasted my address everywhere. They made fake dating profiles to have random men show up to my house. They made a fake Pinterest trying to literally gaslight me to tell me that's my Pinterest, and liked underage people to make it seem like it was me, even though I proved through the only emails that are in actual use that it says that there are no accounts signed up to those emails, and they're saying that's a lie, even though I proved I couldn't even log into a Pinterest that they claim is mine. They're trying to say that it's me. They also recently, 3 days ago or a day ago, someone notified me that they have a fake account on Twitter where they're leaving negative comments under celebrities' posts claiming that it's me. And I got the account, which I will be reporting that account for pretending to be me, because that's crazy. They have another Discord on top of all the Discords they had that got taken down. Their Discord got taken down 4 times. They have a Discord where they're posting my face on babies, which is really creepy. Started by this person named Isaac, who made a Discord posting my face on babies, saying that my mother should have aborted me, which is real crazy. And yeah, if you want any encouragement to be popular on an app, don't do this. You don't want this. If there's any encouragement, I would encourage you not to want this type of success, especially because when you get recognized out in public, it's the scariest thing in the world. I got recognized when I went to the gas station the other day because the girl was like, oh, aren't you so-and-so from TikTok? And I was like, yeah. I was really nervous because I was like, oh, crap. Like, I mean, it's a good thing if you have a large, support of people when you do nothing wrong. But when you are not this perfect human being that people paint from online, if you even so far as to make one mistake, okay. When you so far as to make one mistake, and your whole life is ruined. They hold it over your head for the rest of no. Hold on, I have to, yeah, there we go, thank you. When you go so far as to make one mistake, they literally hold it over your head. Like this. They hold it over your head because everyone has to be perfect. You can't make one mistake. You know, it's like if you've lived with someone who was in the military, like my dad was in the military, right? Anyone who has family in the military knows how strict military parents are. You can't make a mistake. You spill a soda, you get 10 times, you get punished 10 times as badly as you would like having a normal parent because you can't make a mistake. Sometimes some people grew up, especially in certain cultures where it is like you get punished 10 times worse for making a mistake. That's crazy. You just can't. And it's sad that some people had childhoods like that. Like if they got a C, they got punished because they didn't get an A. It's just like, you know, It's crazy. Thank you for subscribing. Things are difficult. It is very frustrating to have to explain all of this stuff to people, especially because people take things out of context. I understand that cropped video, the way it looks, is like people, the way that person cropped it was to say to the fact that I was being racist towards Mexicans. Now, and this is the thing that I've also explained to people, minorities, which black people and minorities know this, you cannot be racist for the simple fact is that who holds the power, who is the most populated people in the world? White people. They're the ones who hold the oppression, which is why they oppress minorities. And people don't understand they're the only ones that can be racist. We, which I'm gonna say it, you can be prejudiced towards other minorities. That's what it is. It's not called racism. It's called prejudice. You know that Mexicans are a nationality, not a race? Do we have to explain this to people? Mexicans aren't even a race. What do you call, okay, so here's how I explain this to people. Okay, what do you call Americans? If you are born in America, what does that make you? That's your nationality, right? So if you're born in America, that makes you what? American. So if you're born in Mexico, what does that make you? If you're born in Mexico, what does that make you? Mexican. You know, Mexican is not listed as a race on the census. Clearly, you could have looked that up. You could have looked that up. Under the census, what races are listed under the census? You have black, you have let me go there. I'll read it to you. Mexican is not listed as a race because Mexicans are not a race, they're a nationality. So all this time people have been saying that I have been racist towards Mexicans, which I was defending Mexicans. The whole live stream, people have to see the whole live stream to understand what I was talking about. And it's hard when there's pieces of the live stream. And when you see that one piece, of course it's gonna look bad. But in order for you to get the whole context, you had to be on the live stream for understanding why Mexicans were talked about. Because someone called me a Trump supporter, which I said I was not. And I also said, why would I be a Trump supporter when he is racist towards Mexicans at the time? That's what I had said. Because, you know, like, let's be honest, I shouldn't have said that because Mexicans are not a race. That was just a dumb statement to make, considering that, you know, but we all know why he was targeting them. And so people don't grasp the concept of things. We have to understand, we have to, but it was not making fun of Mexicans. You have to understand something. We were all taught whitewashed history in school, in public schooling, from elementary school to high school. We were not taught terms. I learned specific terms through TikTok. Did you know that the fastest way to transfer information and to get your information and education and learn what you didn't learn is through TikTok? Thank you for the subscription. I know people don't agree with it because they say, how can you get your information from TikTok? These people are well educated. I get my information from well educated people who know what they're talking about, who back up their claims, or not their claims, who back up their statements with facts that comes from Google, that comes from creditable sites, like credited sites from people who have done extensive research, who have went to prestigious universities and colleges, who know these terms and what they're talking about. So when you talk and you delve in the specifics of racism, people really have lost what the definition or the meaning of racism really is. You're saying that someone is being racist towards a nationality. That is not physically possible, because when someone tells these people you don't have a culture, they always say, well, what about Irish? What about the Irish? Okay, Irish is not a race. I'm not white. What about the Irish culture? Because I'm not white. That's crazy. Like, that is crazy. Thank you for the gift points. You have to learn the definitions of things before you start speaking. People in my comment section just literally don't understand what racism is. And they take things out of context. That's like when they try to say, oh, she fetishizes Asians because she follows a bunch of Asians. That's not what fetishizing is. Do you know what fetishizing is? Sexualizing someone based off of their features that pertains to their race, right? So it was like the Kardashians when they fetishized black men. When Khloe said that she wanted to have a mixed baby because mixed babies are cute. Okay, do you know what that is? That's fetishizing. For the fact is that you want your baby to have certain features because you are dating these black men. That's fetishizing when you sexualize someone because those features are the features that they have pertaining to their race. It is crazy. It's crazy. No, I shouldn't stop talking. I should keep talking, which is why it's in sub-only mode. Like, no one asked you to be here. If you don't want to hear it, then don't hear it. Like, people really, truly don't understand in my comment section. The only people who can be racist are white people because they hold the power. Common sense. They are the most populated people. They are the ones who invented racism. Who invented racism? White people. So why are minorities being told that they can be racist towards other minorities? It's a word for that. It's called prejudice. Look it up. You could say I'm prejudiced towards Mexicans. That you can say. And people get mad when they can't call me a racist because they know it's not possible considering that I'm a minority. That's why they try to say I'm white. That's why they whitewash me all the time. They try to say that I'm white so they could have some reason to call me a racist because they're going to say you're racist because you're white. I'm not white. I've never stated I'm white. I've been saying I'm black since Musically. Why is it an issue for people to really try to tell me I'm not black? I mean, look at my curly hair. This is my real hair. But they try to tell me, oh, where'd you get your wig from? Like, come on. It is hella crazy that people literally do this. It's crazy. It is insane crazy that these people talk about topics they don't know the least bit of anything about, right? And when people try to educate them in the comment section, they lack education skills. Common sense could be, okay, hold on.
What if I show up and Blanche looks just as pretty as she did 30 years ago? But I don't. No, you don't.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the census race categories. Here's what is listed right now as races. White, Black or African American, American Indian or Alaskan Native, thank you for the gift points, Asian, Native Hawaiian, or other Pacific Islander. Other Pacific Islander. Where is Mexicans listed as a race? If I'm racist towards Mexicans, how come they're not listed as a race? Do you know in order to be racist towards a race, it has to be considered a race or ethnicity? Mexicans are not considered an ethnicity, they're considered a nationality. So I want to know why people are literally talking about something they know absolutely nothing about.
Pondering the universe.
I've been doing the same thing.
You know nothing about racism, but yet you want to, some people, not y'all, but some of the people in my comment section want to come talk to me about racism when they don't know even remotely anything about racism. They literally get mad and say, all you do is talk about racism. All you do is talk about people being racist towards you because it's wrong. If you literally want to come at me in my comment section and attack me for being racist towards Mexicans, then why is it okay for you to constantly be racist towards me and or prejudice if you are a minority? Because some of these people, I don't know if they're white, I don't know if they're minority, I'm not going to assume. You hide behind fake profile accounts with no pictures or pictures that are not even of you trying to tell me racist stuff, and I can't decipher whether or not you're white or minority. And I'm not going to attack you in my comment section I am not going to attack you in my comment section about whether or not you're a minority, because that is wrong for me to just assume you're white. I don't do that to other people. I'm not like that. I've been trying to be respectful towards people and not disrespect people, but sometimes it gets to that point when people act the way they act towards me. If you're going to be racist towards me because I am black, or you say something disrespectful towards me, I'm going to match your energy, and some people don't like that. They don't like that. It's like, how are you going to tell someone that they're racist, but then you go around and call them slurs all the time, or you tell them they're not black? And someone in my DMs told me that they don't claim me. Black people don't claim you. That is wrong. And you yourself should know that statement right there is a bad statement to make towards someone, even if they are black and you don't like them. That does not give you the right to say black people don't claim them. That's crazy. At the end of the day, they're still black. And for you to sit here and say black people don't claim you is crazy. I would never say that to another black person I don't like. At the end of the day, they're still black, whether or not you don't like that person. It's just physically frustrating. About the essay incident on the bus, because someone wanted to know. I used to mentor at this art studio. I've said this story before. I used to mentor at this art studio, and I was coming home on the bus. And the art studio, it's a pretty far distance. It's like 15, 20 minutes from where I live. I think 15. It's probably 15 to 30 minutes. It's not that long of a bus ride from the art studio to where I live. It's a pretty far distance, but okay. So anyways, I used to mentor at the art studio. Thank you for sharing. And there was one time I was on the bus. I was coming home. There was this guy. He was real suspicious, really weird on the bus. I just tend to ignore those people because you don't want to give, like, not attention, but you don't want to, like, because sometimes they start with you if they see you're looking or something. So I tried to, like, not pay attention to that. He was, like, standing from one side to the other. I thought maybe he had something like ADD or something like that, where he couldn't sit still. And so that's what I assumed. So I was like, maybe that's the issue. He would just move from one side and be like that and just look like really weird. And then he was, so then as I was getting off the bus, he went like that, like real quick. He just like grabbed me right there. It just happened so fast. I was getting off the bus and the whole seats were filled. So the whole bus was filled except me and him. I was standing at the back because, sorry, I have a dry cough. Jesus. I was standing at the back of the bus so I could get off real quick because the seats were filled. So I didn't have a seat to sit in, which is why I was standing up. And so next thing I know, I'm getting off the bus because it happened so fast. He was just like, he went like that and just grabbed me like this. And then he stood still and he was staring straight, like if he didn't do anything. Like, it was like he was disassociated, like he was not all there, because he didn't even acknowledge, his reaction was just like forward. And as I was getting off the bus, I was processing this. I was like, that did just not happen to me, did it? Because I never had anything like that happen to me. And I was like, that didn't happen to me. Like, I couldn't. And by the time I had realized, like, oh, maybe I should tell the bus driver, he was driving away. I told my parents I didn't call the police at the time because, like, I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like, he's gone. I really can't give a good description. It was a whole thing. And at the time, it wasn't that. It was like at the time, I didn't think to call the police because I never had anything like that happen. I just like told my mom, like my parents, like my mom, I had went on, like when I was live, I used to go live with my friend a lot on Musical.ly. I had talked about this on Musical.ly. I even told the people at the art studio what happened. But for me personally, like my brain, because I have a learning disability, obviously I didn't think like, oh, call the police. Because my thought process is if you're in a really dangerous situation like gunpoint, knife point, or something like that, like for a minor incident like that, I didn't think. Because I was like, first of all, the bus, I don't know what bus number it was. I don't have major details to give to the police. So at the time, you know, I wasn't, like I said, at the time I wasn't thinking calling the police, but now that people said, well, why didn't you call the police? Now I was like, I really didn't have major details anyways to give to the police now. But back then, that wasn't my process. I was just in shock because that happened to me. I've had weird men follow me, and you know, like this guy that used to stalk me a lot in his truck. Like, I've encountered weird people, but I've never had an incident like that. And when someone told me that's not what SA is, I looked it up because I was like, you know, maybe I misspoke. Maybe it's considered something else. But no. When I looked up the definition, it says that SA is assault, you know, on someone who you know. It could be from someone you know or someone you don't know, and I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that person. And so, someone asked about it, so that's why I'm explaining.
And if there's any change left over, I'll give a little something to my son.
My mom's watching Little Man. So yeah, I looked it up and that's what it was. And so people started victim shaming me. And that's where we got to this point.
Let's not get all mushy. Let's just shake hands and talk ways like
I'm hungry, you guys. I want something to eat for breakfast.
Besides, it was kind of cool having a son for me. You go with all that sentimental.
Thank you, that. I'm okay now. I mean, I'm kind of not really. Because, I feel like, okay, now, when people said you should have called the police, I feel like it's my fault. Because it's my responsibility as a woman to make sure other women were safe. Because if, you know, because at the time when I didn't do that, he could literally go and do this to someone else and continue the cycle. And that's why I kind of beat myself up a lot, is because I was like, well, in that moment, I should have had the common sense to be like, yeah, because other women could be put in danger. For the simple fact, you know, because this could happen to someone else by the same person. How long have I been on the internet? I've been on the internet for a long time. I was on this app since it was Musical.ly. So that should tell you how long. I've been on the internet longer than that because I've had Instagram longer than that. I've had Facebook longer than that. And I've had Twitter longer than that. And I also have MySpace. Speaking of the weigh-ins, did you see that interview with Damian Wayans? What he said in the interview, he literally said that some women are on R-wordable. You know, the R word that men do towards women or women do towards men, because it does happen to men too. He went on an interview and said there are some women that you look at them and you just say nah, like they're I can't say the word, but you know. I remember Uvu. I used to have Uvu. So, at the time, back when House Party was popular, you know what House Party is, right? It's the app where you get on with multiple friends and you could like video chat. It's kind of like Zoom, like the Zoom meets. or like Google Meet, Google Hangouts. It's like that. But House Party makes your phone overheat. For some reason, my friend's phones overheated with House Party. My phone overheated with House Party. Every time I went on House Party, it overheated. I used to go on there a lot with my friends because you could video chat with multiple people. And I did have, at the time, we were looking for another place to go, like, talk, because we couldn't talk on House Party because it was literally overheating our phones. So we tried to do Uvu, which is another place like House Party, and that didn't like work. Uvu, I don't think is no longer. I think they like closed Uvu down. I mean, I do have internet friends. I don't have a lot, but I do have internet friends. And me and my friend used to use Instagram, the video call. But, you know, the stuff that happened on my page, thank you for subscribing. The stuff that happened on my page, my friend was like, you're literally so full of drama. I want nothing to like do with you. So she like blocked me. My other friend blocked me. I mean, her life would have been, it would be really busy because she was about to have a baby. So I understand she couldn't have been on the internet all the time. She would have had to take care of her kid. But yeah, so a lot of the people that I was friends with, you know, because of this situation, you know, I could understand, but because a lot of my friends are not really into social media, if that makes sense. They don't post and make a lot of videos like I do. They do, but they're not like wanting to be a social media influencer, so that's the difference. No, I'm 28. People are saying I'm 30. I'm not 30. They say I'm 28. Get one, but I don't have money, you guys. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't have money to spend because we gotta pay $320 a week here. I mean, I'm getting paid again because the creator fund on both my accounts, which is why I'm trying to be active on my backup. Oh, I need to see if they restored that video. They took that video down that I was reacting to. I get paid again on the creator fund on both of my accounts. Like, I get paid. If I was doing like the sponsorships, I would get paid like 3 times on TikTok. The creator fund, the subscriptions, I just got paid for the subscriptions, and I'm getting paid again from the creator fund. So oh, look at this negative comment. I hope you lose both of your accounts and lose your income. Not happening, bro. I make TikTok money. I have large live streams where I get 2,000 people, and I also have like I get a my analytics are really good, so yeah, that works. I know you guys like to see me eat on live, okay? I know. How am I disrespectful to the POC community because someone said that I called black people a blank color when I never did? I was addressing the comment that someone said to me, making a claim that I called myself that when I said why would I? Like, I don't understand why people of color literally are disrespectful towards me, and they expect people to be not be prejudiced or racist towards them when they're doing the same thing to their own community. Oh wait, I need to eat breakfast. I want a burrito. Hey, oh, there's this thing that I was gonna try out. So apparently, okay. So there are several apps. If you guys want to do this for extra cash, get on it. Get on these apps. Okay, so there's this girl who made who like works a 9-to-5 job, but she makes extra money on the side. So, well, one of the apps, you know, obviously I don't, it's like that one I can't do because transportation. But, and plus I don't really want to, yeah, I don't want to do that. And so it's an app where they look for people for jobs, right? Like housekeeping, stuff like that. And you get paid, it's like you get paid, you don't have to wait weeks, you could get paid days. It's like, so there's one app where you have to have like a Circle K in your area. I have a Circle K in my area. And so I was gonna, oh, also I called the tax place. So they didn't really give me any specific information. So I had to figure out how to file my taxes. This is very stressful because I have to file my own taxes. And I'm like, I don't even know. I'm gonna go to jail for tax evasion if I don't file my taxes. Everything I make on TikTok, everything I make on social media, you have to file taxes for. At Dunkin' Donuts, you go into like an H&R Block or a Liberty tax. But doing taxes myself, I haven't done. But I've done taxes at a job that I worked at. Because obviously you go in and do your taxes. This is different because I called them and they said, you don't come in. You have to, you're self-employed. So you have to do it yourself because I'm self-employed. Yeah. And because I'm self-employed, I was like, this is a weird question to ask you. Because I don't know how to file taxes because I get paid through social media. Like, how do I file those taxes? And she like told me. So I'm very confused. How do I file my taxes? She was like, you have to go into the computer and put self-employed. So I have to file it online. And she said, you have to put your expenses. But the thing is like, the way I get paid through the creator fund fluctuates. So sometimes I don't make a lot of money. Sometimes, you know, it fluctuates depending on the video views, which is, I don't have like rent or the internet right now. And at the time I do, so do I have to put the, because I did pay the internet bill. Like I have to put the internet bill, the phone bill, because obviously I was paying my phone bill. Recently, oh my god, I don't know, this is so stressful. Stop DoorDashing. I have not eaten breakfast, guys. There's no breakfast. I'm hungry. I'm supposed to starve. If you can't figure it out, I have the tax information on my page. I just have to go to find it. My mom is probably warming a chimichanga. I really don't like chimichanga, so I can get it. She already warmed her chimichanga. I was gonna get her a burrito. A breakfast, egg, like I got last time, egg, bacon, potato from Twisters. You guys, I didn't eat dinner yesterday and I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm still. This is why I was eating my Lifesaver gummies that I got at the gas station. And I have to go to the gas station today. And we did not win the lottery. The Powerball is a scam. Okay, so I think I know why. I've been lucky but unlucky, if that makes sense. So I decided to buy the Powerball at a new, like, it's only $1 for the Powerballs, mind you. I went to the other gas station to buy it instead of the one that I normally buy it at. And this one I've been getting real close. Like the numbers have been almost coming like real close to the actual numbers being pulled. So I said, why not try my luck at another gas station? And I think that's what ruined it. I think I should go continue to get at this gas station because it's the numbers are getting closer, and I think eventually I might win something. Like I won the last tickets because it was like power play. And so yeah. Yeah, also I'm getting paid soon from the creator fund, so. And I'm getting that refund from DoorDash. That person did it on purpose. Because there was no reason, like, No one lives on a bench, so why would you leave food on a bench? That's crazy. I know, but you guys, people have to eat, and I'm starving. I've not eaten breakfast. Oh, thank you to whoever sent the Cash App. I appreciate it. We're out of. We have a very small refrigerator. It's like one of those little like small like what someone would have in a college in their dorm, like really small. So we can only fit like a few items in there. Twisters. Ooh, we could order from Denny's. Denny's is expensive though. And Burger King, yeah. Like the fact that you were like, you would rather waste money. First of all, you have to eat. If you're not eating every day, then that's like not healthy. And the fact that people want me to starve is crazy. I might give my mom a burger because she don't like the burritos. Thank you for the confetti. There's people that really starving out here. I am starving. Does it look like I have anything? No, I don't. Yeah, this is the one I ordered. Okay, obviously I'm getting the one that I got last time. Green chili. Let me test something? Sure, go ahead. What are you gonna test? My head hurts on this side. I want mine's handheld. I didn't know they asked how you specifically want your burrito. Okay. Because I could get that one and chop it up. Every time we order, she expects us to get Hershey something. She does. Like seriously, Hershey is spoiled. When my dad used to order McDonald's, he used to get her chicken nuggets. And so anywhere that had chicken nuggets, we would get her the nuggets. Hershey is literally a spoiled dog, right? Sometimes she has stuff. We don't give her all the time. That's not spoiled. Yes, it is spoiled. Because, you know, dogs have dog food, right? And if you give them human food, some human food is good. Not all human food is good, mind you. Don't give them stuff that is seasoned. Because they said dogs can have plain pasta. So if you give them pasta with no seasoning, that's fine. Or like plain stuff, not seasoned stuff. Sharing. Thank you for the live. I'm the one that's doing the live. Anyways, there was this girl that was live. I don't want to mention this girl, you know, because anyways, this girl that had an issue with me. Anyways, there was this girl who was live, and what happened was that so her dog, she has dogs, right? And one of her dogs, she was like, come here, right? And she was eating grapes. And it was like she was gonna give the dog grapes or something. She was like, come here, come eat, or something about, my dog don't want grapes. What?
You ordered or somebody else?
And so people was telling her, don't give your dog grapes, it's bad. And she's like, grapes are bad for your dogs? And then she was like, oh no, I was not gonna give my dog grapes. I give my dog this. She was like, my dogs eat this, and she was showing the dog food and stuff, and I was like, nah, girl, nah. You was about to give your dog a grape. Like, let's be real, you cannot play that off. You was about to give your dog a grape. And that's dangerous because, you know, grapes are dangerous for dogs. Dogs who are disabled can't go outside or use the restroom outside. And you just assume that, like, Hershey will pee. Hershey won't poop outside for some reason. I don't know why. But when we take Hershey out, she barely even pees outside. Like, we've been taking her outside, but she won't use the restroom outside. Plus, it's not safe right now. She'll get sick. And besides, why do people judge, like, oh, we saw the pee heads? First of all, don't do that. Don't do that. That's what they're for. And also, we're going to get one of those ones. There's a one for dogs that use the restroom inside. It's like a kitty litter box thing. So I'm going to buy one of those from Amazon. Okay, let's see. It was $29 and it went up to $42. Jeez. I mean, I could just walk across and get it, but I'll rather DoorDash it. I don't feel like walking. Does she eat? I have cash out, but you guys, I get paid through the PayPal, and I'm getting paid again soon, so. Yeah. I'm not walking, I already ordered it, so too late. The driver's gonna get it anyways. I went walking yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, I went back and forth yesterday, I think it was, or day before. Day before yesterday. For what? Did I say that I want people to give me sympathy? Please don't do that, because I am just live to go live. Okay? I could care less about some sympathy. You know, these people be working overtime reporting my videos. Was removed. They removed the video after they restored it. That's crazy. That is like insanely crazy that you literally removed the video, but you put it back up and it's been up for a day and then you take it back down. That's crazy. Like, if it violated guidelines, why would you put it back up and then take it back down? It was the black girl that, not black girl. It was the white girl that was like, that literally made the video saying how many black men are in my DMs. And then it's the CapCut. I think it was a CapCut template where it was like, Stephen Curry, and it was like 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, 4. And she was like literally saying like how she was a white girl that was saying how many black men are in her DMs, and I like called it out because I was like, it's giving very much fetishization, I think I said, because you are literally on this app, right? You are on here literally bragging about how much black men are in your DMs. And this is what this is what these white people or white women do. They're like always bragging. It's like no one cares. And so anyways, well, I mean, not no one cares, because obviously I made a video about it, but I made a video and TikTok said it violated guidelines. They put it back up and then they take it back down. I have a Bitcoin that's not doing so good. Someone sent me a Bitcoin for my birthday. Yes, because I am starving. I haven't eaten dinner or breakfast. So, yeah. Sorry, comments are going super fast. Thank you for the rose. Oh, look. The person who got blocked is sending me $1 saying I'm a horrible person, but you sent me $1. And they also sent me $1 to get a grip. Should I accept this $1? The other $1 I just like declined. Should I take their $1? Bye. I'm gonna decline it. All money is not good money. They sent on Cash App, the person that got blocked. I need to get a grip, but you got blocked. Selena Gomez is the most followed female on social media, as she should be. First of all, those people literally said that I was watching, and I'm not gonna mention it, but we all know what they keep saying, right? That's not criticism. And then the person who literally went on Karen's live stream went live after and referred to me as Rasputia, which we all know who Rasputia is from that movie, Norbit. So if that's constructive criticism because you think bullying is constructive criticism, no, it is not. Yeah. And we all know the one person that I went live with, who is very popular on this app, we all know who that is, acknowledged that I was being bullied.
We all need to get some frustration off tomorrow.
So,
A lot of things on my plate.
let's not do that, because people in their comment section was trying to get them to bully me, and they said they were not going to do it because they said they acknowledged I got bullied, which I didn't know. I was shocked because they were like, did you know so and so literally also acknowledged that you get bullied? And I was like, wait, I didn't know that. I was like, wait, what? You're lying. I was like, no, you're lying. They were like, no, seriously. They were in their comment section trying to get them to talk bad about you, and they wouldn't. And they said that it's not okay to bully or something, that people shouldn't be bullying me. Let's be honest. So when you want to say constructive criticism, even a person with a large platform who gets lots of people in their life can acknowledge that I'm being bullied, then something's not right. Like, I get bullied. People go live and body shame me. No, not on Karen. Thank you for the gift points. I'm not mentioning because I don't want that person to get harassed, obviously, so yeah. But they have acknowledged that I've been getting bullied, and I didn't know that. Because someone said, I wish I would have screen recorded that, but I didn't. And I was like, wait, you are, like, I didn't know that. I was like, wow, that was like, I couldn't believe it. Because people get harassed, and if I were to mention their name, they would go to their live stream and harass them, and I don't want that, so that's why I don't mention. No. I should go to Circle K and see if they have that boba tea. Oh, boy.
So what are you going to do for this thing? I don't want to end up like you. I need every document you have on me.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
COVID-19, and being overweight makes it more risky. I'm calling my doctor. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Authorized for emergency use, Paxlovid is in
Most of the drinks spilled.
who have mild to moderate COVID-19 and have a high risk factor for becoming disease.
Is it good?
It's good, but it's hot.
If it's COVID,
Okay. We have a breakfast burrito that we got last time. It's egg, potato, cheese, I forgot to get no beans. Oops. Oh well. Green chili, egg, potato. I think I got no beans, I don't know. Burrito.
Tell your doctor if you have any serious illnesses, allergies, liver or kidney disease.
And then here, because you know, deliciousness, we got your standard curly fry.
Other side effects include altered taste, diarrhea, high blood pressure, muscle aches, abdominal.
So we have a basic curly fry.
Eat it now.
it's COVID. Paxlovid. Your doctor or pharmacist, Paxlovid is right for you.
At Domino's, now you can carry out one
topping pizza with any of our 5 crust types for only $7.99. And you can order any way you want to, online or by phone. So choose
Green
thin
chili.
crust, crunchy thin crust,
I can't have it, but I love it.
and your favorite topping for just $7.99. Find out this.
Why are you still listening? Get back in there and freshen your That's right. Febreze now has a new fine that floats in the air longer and quickly fills the room to fight even your toughest illness. Leftover fried fish buns. Instant freshness. Gaming teen odors.
Okay.
Instant freshness. Spray new Febreze Air Mist to keep your home smelling fresh and safe.
They really aren't that seasoned. These fries. Yeah, I got a Dr. Pepper. They didn't ask me what drink I wanted. They just got me one. But I think from last time they remembered, so that's why they got Dr. Pepper.
I like bigger cases because they're a challenge.
I have over 400 children.
The Queen of Pop is back.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Season premiere Wednesday, April 5th at 9 on TLC.
I was gonna do something or say something, and I can't remember.
No, you have to bark at everything.
Sit down.
Forced entry at the Hitler
Sit down.
suggests her death.
Thank you.
And the last person to see her alive was Robert.
Robert had a large black eye that appeared to be fresh bruising. He also had several other marks on his arm and on his stomach area.
Okay.
Pretty apparent.
This is delicious.
While they wait for the autopsy results, let's talk to Robert.
All right, sir. You want to step out for me? Just go ahead and stand right here, man. I know they probably already searched you real quick, but since you're going to my car, I'd like to search you, okay? Go ahead and spread your legs for me. Thank you. All right, buddy.
Salt.
Go ahead and have a seat right here for me, okay?
It needs a little salt. No.
Let's say.
Robert explains his injuries.
This door right here, okay?
Very shortly into our interview, Robert offered us information about how he got the black eye without even being questioned.
You need salt?
How'd that happen?
My mom brought the salt. So yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're all in there. All in.
Okay.
Robert said he was with Melissa.
I don't know if it's gonna stick because they were already fried.
Or what are walking back to the car? By the entrance door? On the way out of the bar, he made a small
Pretty good.
comment to a gentleman who then punched him in the eye.